So you're gonna fillet them like you do most other fish. Cut behind the gills, run down the spine.
Well, how's it going, folks? I'm standing back in the shop tonight after a fun trip up to north central Wisconsin to see some friends, do some work, do some ice fishing, and yeah, it was a great time. But so this video, about a year ago, Potter and I put one of the first filleting videos out on how to fillet. I don't remember which one it even was, but we got videos out on how to fillet walleyes, white bass, perch, and bluegills. And since we put the first one out, basically it is kind of the amount of requests that I've had for northern pike fillet video, or to do a video filleting a northern pike, it's been fantastic. So I'm like, well, about 3-4 years ago, Reed and I put a how to fillet northern pike video on my Facebook page. It went crazy. He did an awesome job. So I asked him if he'd want to do this one again with me for YouTube. And he volunteered, so thank you so much, Reed, for filleting the pike. One of the best pike filleters that I've ever met, seen, know. We don't waste any meat because we pickle the Y bones. But yeah, pike are they're fantastic to eat. You know, just take your time, watch this video. There's obviously other videos out there as well. Figure out how to fillet those pike. You know, we'll keep those sub 30-inch fish, you know, especially your 22 to 28s. Because up in northern Wisconsin, there's not a size limit on most of the lakes up there, which is great. And you know, we just keep the smaller, stockier ones that got some meat on them, and they're just fantastic to eat. But enough said. Here it is, folks. You guys wanted it, so we got her done for you. Thank you again, Reed. I appreciate it a ton. How to fillet a northern pike, one of the best fish to eat out of fresh water. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, helps me out a ton. Thank you so much for all the support. And until next time on the ice or the water, tight lines.
We're gonna go over filleting a pike. A lot of people throw pike back. Don't like them, mainly because there's so many bones. There's not really that many bones. So you're gonna fillet them like you do most other fish. Cut behind the gills, run down the spine, run it down. You can punch it through. Usually once you get behind that bottom fin on the back, usually I take it, just swipe it clean, get the meat off, cut through the Y bones. You'll hear them, you'll feel them. You can see them right along here, all the white ends of them. Cut them right off. Just kind of work it back, work it over the ribs. Try and keep it as tight to the ribs as you can. Tight to the ribs, you're over it. Run it down. Run it through. And I cut it right, there's a line right down the middle. Cut it through. And when you get to the fins on the bottom, I always cut it up and over because they're a pain to skin around. Go back down, run it through. We go to there. I like to clean on cardboard. It soaks a lot of the slime up, it seems to. I know a lot of people say they're super slimy. If you clean on cardboard, it seems to soak some of that up. I just clean my knife after I cut them. Take the Y bones out, the part that everybody's so scared of. You can see them, you can feel them. It's a white line right here. You can hear them. Run my finger down, I can feel it. So you want to find that bone. The bone is right at the tip of my finger. So you run your knife just above it, and you cut, and you follow that, and you run your blade to the top of the back almost. Real close to the top of the back. You can see I'm getting part way in. We'll take and run another cut, follow that same angle and run it back. The Y bones don't go all the way to the back. They stop usually roughly here to here. You can feel that, you can see it. Run it through and cut down to the skin. Next line, you cut, there's a lateral line right here. That's your guide. You start on that line and you try to cut to your other cut. Now this one they sit a little bit lower, so I have to go just a hair lower. You can see where you go below it, because I can feel those bones hitting my knife. I try to use more of my blade than I do my tip. And cut, I try to cut to my other cut. You can see where my tip comes out. Try to go to the other one. Usually I give it 2 cuts. Right here I kind of hit a little bit of bone, so I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm going to cut to it. You can still feel a little bit right there. It's not the greatest example for it, but it shows you how to get around them too. So go a little bit lower, get around it. I usually take it, grab my knife, pull on it, and you can cut it off. Right there's the Y bones. You know, the Y bones, what we do is we pickle them, so we waste no meat. So we pickle this, so every bit of the meat gets used. We always flip it around. When you go to skin them, just try to get a fingernail on it, get a start skinning, and then I flip it so I can see what I'm doing, so I can get to it. Skin it, flip it, slice and skin, flip it. You can see how clean I'm getting. Just almost no meat on there. Give it some slice, flip. Have a good slice and flip. And then I pull it back towards me, try and stretch that skin every time. Slice it, flip it. Slice. A little bit left down there. We're going to slice that some more. Flip it a little bit, get it out of the way. Slice. And that's solid meat. That's a 7-inch knife. That's all solid meat. So that, usually when I get done with that, I cube it, slice it, cut it down to where it's easily cookable, drop it in ice water, give it a little stir, and we go to the other side. Give it a cut. Flip it around so the back's towards you. You always want the back towards you. Get down close to that spine. Follow it. Keep the scales off your knife. Cleans easier. Run it down. Punch it through by the fin. Tilt your knife down a little bit so you catch the spine. It's almost like filleting any other fish. It's the similar process, you just got 1 or 2 extra steps. Clip it down, cut the Y bones. You can see them, feel them, hear them. Run it down. And just work it over. Over the ribs. Over the ribs. Over the ribs. Cut it off. Here's our carcass. If you notice, there's not much meat there. I'm stick my finger through part of it, most of it. You can see my fingers through it. You're not wasting much. And then here we cut the fin out. So when you go to skin it, it's a pain. Lay it down, clean the knife. Try to keep it straight, but it's gonna bow when you cut it. Start here, same thing. Run your knife at a good angle to the top of the back. Kind of flip it, see it, you're down to the skin. Bones are right there. You start the same line again. Try to cut to your other cut. pretty flat angle. It's not down. A lot of people try to cut down. They have issues. You cut upward towards the top of the back. Grab it, pull it, cut it, set that aside. That's not a real, that's a pretty small piece of meat. And then you take that and pickle it. So what we do is pickle all of our Y bones. We'll save those all winter, pickle them, and get a good batch of pickled fish. And the same thing. If you can't get a hold of them, cleat a little bit to the back. Drop that in your bucket. Put your finger on it. Clean a little, flip. Swipe, flip. Swipe it, flip. Swipe, flip. There you go. Multiple pounds of meat off of, well, I can tell you how long it is. Not a huge pike, but a nice pike. 27 inches roughly. It's a good sized pike, a good eater. And we always cube them up, get some of the blood out. And then you can always check if there's bones too, if you cube them up.
Oh, the best part is I got that on video. That's the best part. I just have to be holding it right where he. Oh boy. I might be on an outtake. I ain't gonna lie.